Hey everybody, DGooden24 here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about NASCAR 25 and the Q&A they did on Discord yesterday with Matt Lewis. Matt Lewis is the GOAT. Shout out. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and go through some of the big things they talked about yesterday. Overall, I was pretty happy with it, but I wish they would have asked some more yes or no type questions, but they're going to be doing more of these, so I feel like this was fine and answered a lot of people's really important questions, and for me, it made me feel a lot better about the state of the game. I know the last video I made said I was slightly worried about the game, but this kind of eased my mind, and we'll get into why. So I have a list here of things that they went over, and I'm going to go through them, and I'll tell you how I feel about them. So let's get started. So they reiterate, or I guess they said right off the bat, that the game has a late September to early October release date, which is about what everybody expected. And that's fine. I saw some people comment that I want the game to come out in February or March, blah blah blah. No, that's dumb. Even if they were gonna call it NASCAR 26 and have it come out in February or March, they're not gonna have, like, it's just almost impossible for them to get all the rights and everything for these drivers before the season even starts. That's just impossible. As much as I would like that, it would have to be the 25 game and then adding in 26 later, like the drivers and cars and stuff, and I don't think that's a good idea. So they're aiming, so I'm fine with late, like, or fall or release date. I would prefer like July, but like I think they have to have it here considering when they started development and everything. If it would have came out next month, they probably would have some things they'd have to finish up. So September, October, totally fine, totally reasonable. I'm cool with that. It gives us something to play in the off season. So anyway, they said that the game is fine. Like, they haven't shown gameplay because they haven't not shown gameplay because the game is unfinished or not doing well or whatever. He reiterated that the game is in complete normal development, gonna release on time, no problems. I mean, I'm sure there's little problems, but like nothing that they're scared of showing gameplay. They are planning to do a gameplay trailer like a month before release, just like Madden and in college football do, which is completely fine. I didn't really understand the hype and people clamoring, we have to have gameplay and a gameplay trailer right now, blah, blah, blah. Like, that didn't make any sense to me. Is way too early for them to be showing full race gameplay, because if that was the case, the game would basically be close to done. I know the little I complained about the little snippets they did show, and I guess that's exactly why they haven't shown it yet. But that video and that dev diver really, I don't know, just, it really concerned me, but I am feeling a lot better with him saying that. I know he probably wouldn't be like, oh, you know, we're struggling with development right now, but him saying that they are pretty much locked into a September, October release date means they must be doing good enough, because I think they would push this back if things weren't going well. So overall, I think the game is going to release in a fine state. I mean, obviously games are going to have bugs, but like, they don't seem too concerned with how things are going right now. So they confirmed that there's going to be 46 Cup drivers, 42 Xfinity drivers, 43 truck drivers, and 56 ARCA drivers. So 190, I think that's right, 190 drivers total, which is crazy. That's just unreal. Like, how are you going to do 56 ARCA drivers? But I like that. But here's my hope with that. Like, I'm glad that they have those for sure. That's awesome. But how are you going to make that many drivers work in a single race or career? I am hoping and praying, they did not ask this in the Q&A, but I am hoping for D&Qs. This will be the first time we've legitimately had the opportunity to in a NASCAR game, I think. Like, I think Inside Line had a couple drivers and extra, and when you would start your career, they would just take out a couple. I am hoping so bad that you can D&Q. And I hope that, like, they have it AI scaled. Well, I guess that they would have open and chartered cars, but I am hoping that we can get D&Qs in this game. That's what I want more than, like, I obviously I want it to play good, but like, that's the feature I'm hoping for more than almost anything. I We've never had that I know of in a NASCAR game, and I would love that for a career mode. You can't just skip qualifying. You got to go in, qualify, and if you put a bad lap or you wreck, you're going home. That would make the career mode so much more enjoyable to know that, oh, like if you're an open car, so like that's something to think about. Since you're racing as your own team, I wonder if you have to like purchase a charter. That would be so smart. I haven't heard anybody think about that. That would be crazy if you could purchase a charter. I'm not even saying like, oh, you have to purchase a charter from a team, but like do something like NASCAR opens up an extra charter and you have to have a set amount of money to purchase it. That would be cool. That would be an easy way for you to determine whether you get to Cup or not. So, I don't know, just a thought. Anyway, let's continue. There is no last-gen release. It will be on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. That's a good thing. I'm sorry if you don't have one, but it's time. It's been, what, 4 or 5 years? It's time to get one. And I know everybody has their own financial issues. I get it. Not everyone is as lucky as me to be able to have all the consoles. But if that's the case, start saving some money. I don't know what to tell you. Putting this game on Xbox One and PS4 would be a hindrance to this game, and we do not need that. It does not need to try to be downgraded to run on those old consoles. And so if you don't have one, I'm sorry. It's time. Maybe we'll get Switch 2 in the future. Honestly, it's hard because the Switch 2 is like between Series S and a PS4. So I don't know. I'm hoping they could maybe do it. I mean, they did it for World of Outlaws, so maybe that's something they could think about. If so, we definitely won't get it till next year. So over 400 paint schemes, including DLC. So I saw some people being very upset that they were going to be doing paint scheme packs. And frankly, I have no problems with it because this game has to make money. And if they're not going to be doing monetization tactics like 2K does or Madden, I'm okay with this being their way of trying to make some extra money. If we get just one scheme per car, I will be a little disappointed, but I understand. It's fine. I will be more than happy to pay for the paint scheme packs or the gold edition or whatever. This is just a way for them to make a little extra money, because this game isn't going to sell millions of copies. I mean, hell, it'll be lucky to sell 1 million copies, to be honest. That's just the way it is. I mean, if NASCAR's only getting a couple million viewers per race every weekend, do you really think that it's going to sell 5 million copies? No. Sure, you're going to get some casual people picking this up because they like to go backwards in a NASCAR game. But if you're going to have that core base of people that buying a game, having a way for them to make extra purchases is fine. And as long as it doesn't affect the gameplay, I don't care. Paint Scheme DLC is fine. Paint Booth is similar to the past, but has improvements. So I'm imagining it's going to be like World of Outlaws, but a little bit better, which is fine with me because there was some actual depth there. If you're expecting a NASCAR 11 or Inside Line type paint booth, I think you're going to be disappointed. This is probably going to be the normal NASCAR heat paint booth with some more options. And for me, that's okay. I know some of you guys are going to be disappointed, but that's just how it is. It looks like to me they're focusing on putting all their resources into making the game play good in the paint booth, and you're just going to have to live with that. There's not going to be a trading paint. I saw so many people asking, is there going to be a way to do trading paint on this? No. That's from a copyright standpoint, that's just not going to happen. And I don't even want to know how they would implement it. It's not going to be like EA did on NASCAR 09. So I'm okay with that. And I did see something where he said you could customize your helmet and your fire suit. I saw a lot of people being like, it's fully customizable. No, it's probably going to be like the NASCAR Heat games in World of Outlaws, where you're going to have set sponsors and designs for your helmet and your fire suit. If I'm wrong, I'm be more than happy, but like I don't see why it would be any different. You're probably just going to have set designs, set sponsors, and probably a little bit more customization than those games had, but that's probably what you're going to have. And I saw him say that you could customize your hauler a little bit. I imagine it's probably just basic color and maybe designs too. which is cool. I'm fine with that. But I'm sure that's going to be for like background purposes in your shop and stuff. Okay, so what's next? No regional series yet. I mean, whatever, that's fine. Having just ARCA in the game is perfectly fine, and if they never added anything more than these 4 series, that's plenty. I think some people that play this game aren't going to be able to even get to the Cup Series. They'll probably get burnt out and stop before. For me, I don't need any more than this. ARCA Trucks Xfinity Cup, perfect. I don't need it to be any longer than that. Talking about Dodge, it won't be until next year. I don't know why it would even be in this year if there's no Dodge teams that are running. I didn't think that was a big deal whatsoever. They want to over-deliver. I mean, yeah, that's just something that every company is going to say. Whatever. The physics are not the same as iRacing, and honestly, that's fine. If the physics were like iRacing, you touch another car, you're crashing, and on a controller, that's not at all what you want. For me, as long as, like, I want it to be more realistic than NASCAR Heat, but we'll see. As long as it is fun to play, has an okay amount of difficulty, and the AI cars aren't tanks, I'm cool with that. I want it to be like Dirt to Daytona, where if I touch a car, maybe not just slightly, but enough, I touch them in the left rear, right rear, they're going to spin, they're going to lose control, they're going to crash. And I don't want them to drive I don't remember what games, like NASCAR 11 and Inside Line and sometimes the Heat games. And for sure, sorry about that, but no, I want this to be like Dirt to Daytona, where I can just spin somebody out pretty easily, and I don't want it to be, I don't want the cars to be tanks. I just want them to be easy to kind of manipulate, like in real life. So, let's move on here. The damage is similar to iRacing, but has different options like visual only. That's perfectly fine. The damage model in iRacing is fine. They've even updated it to here the last couple years to make it look better. It's not the best, but it's going to be better than what NASCAR Heat had. That's for sure. So I don't think we should be disappointed in that at all. I mean, damage has always been a hard thing. It's not going to be like soft body like Beam and G or Wreckfest. That's just probably too much, especially for 43 cars. Full wheel support, that's good. If it was anything less than that, that would be a problem. All the tracks and everything are directly from iRacing. Yeah, I would like to hope so. Considering everything's laser scanned, I'd be disappointed if not. 2 real-life spotters. I mean, again, that's cool that you have the option to pick. 6 base difficulty options with the ability to change, such as field skill spread. So that's like NASCAR Heat, where you can tinker with the AI stuff a bunch, and that's awesome. I was always very happy with those options because I could kind of tailor the AI to my liking, whether to make them more challenging or less challenging if I wanted. And I feel like that's something that Monster Games has really, really tried to do, is give you options when it comes to that. I saw a couple people saying they were hoping it wasn't like that, but I don't understand why. It's just more options for you to play with, and I don't see how that's a problem. No legacy drivers. I will never understand the obsession with having legacy drivers in these games. It's just, I don't know. I get for like quick race, it's kind of fun to mess around with, but like, it's just not anything I'm ever going to be interested in. I think it just detracts from what's happening. I don't know. And if I know the older games had them, but like, I don't need to race as legend drivers. I just don't. This is a game about NASCAR 2025. I don't know. Maybe, I know I'm probably in the minority because I know how many people ask for this stuff, but I don't care. Same with like people like, oh, maybe we'll get legacy cars. What? Why? Why would we want that? Like, one, the copyright and like getting the ability to put them in and get them to work with sponsors and stuff it's just not necessary. Like, if you want to do that, go play iRacing or go play an older game. I'm sorry. Just, I don't know, I'm being probably a boomer on that, but like, I just don't see the need. Why would we want legend cars in this? I understand for like F1 does that and everything, but like, I just don't see the point here. They have a 10-year plan, and that's good. They said they want their games to become the next Madden. I don't want that. I want them to just do their own thing. Let's not be like Madden, please. I mean, that's good. I guess I'm glad they have a plan. It just doesn't matter unless they fulfill it. And so a lot of the stuff is coming next month. And that's good. It's great. Everyone's been screaming, oh, where's the stuff? We'll get it. It's coming. In career mode, you start in the ARCA series. We knew that. It has a PR agent where you make choices. I mean, that's normal and fine. The few screenshots we saw that you were gonna they showed that you were gonna be doing stuff like that, and that's good. It looks like they're really putting a lot of effort into the career mode with lots of cutscenes and immersion, and there's no TV booth, and it's like from a driver's perspective, and that's great. Perfect. No complaints. That's what I want. Sure, I guess I'd maybe like some more TV stuff, but like I feel like that would get old pretty quickly, so I'm fine with them doing this. I am more than happy. The career mode to me seems like exactly what I want. I'm probably a little disappointed we probably won't get the ability to drive for other teams, but I'm not too upset. Hopefully that's something they add in the future where like the NASCAR Heat games where you can pick what you do. But if the driving for your own team stuff is going to be pretty in-depth, I'm cool with that. There are no silly season driver transfers just yet. That's something they're looking at to do. I understand the problems with that. If F1 can do it, then hell, NASCAR can do it. Because I figured F1 would be the one where they don't do it. But that makes me optimistic that they can get this in this. But for me, I hope there's ability to turn it on or off if they ever do add it, because it can get pretty wacky, obviously. So, but we'll see. With 190 drivers, you know how cool that would be to have people move up. You just have to have, well, I guess since there's 56 ARCA drivers, you could just gradually move one. Like if an ARCA driver moved up, you could move one of the guys that aren't in the series up, in their place. So I think if it's like that next year, then it's very possible. The multiplayer stuff, you can get 43 cars with AI cars added. That's perfect. That's fine. And you can have private lobbies. So overall, it was a pretty good dev diary, or not dev diary, a pretty good Q&A. There's some other stuff I would have wished they would have asked, but we'll get to that. More stuff will come out. I'm feeling pretty good about this game now. I am. So I'm excited. Hope you guys are too. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and we'll see you next time.